We didn't want the same old, same old. We just didn't want paint on the walls of what we had, that we wanted to see education reimagined.
It feels like a cafe. It doesn't feel like a cafeteria. It's really comfortable. It makes me very productive.
There's just something about like the school feeling when you walk down the hall and you just see people working on projects out there or laughing out there.
There's actually an option or opportunity for kids to sit there, do homework, chit-chat with their friends, because that's something we did not have before. We didn't have all this extra seating around our school.
Back in the 60s and 70s had about 8,000 students, and now we're down to about 4,000 students because of population decline. We knew we wanted better and we wanted different, but we weren't really sure where we wanted to end up.
It's not like we can approach every school and be like, oh, this is gonna work for you, right? It's more about having those conversations, like listening to them, learning from them. Because everybody needs tools to be successful, but it's really about what types of tools do you need to be successful.
Well, in this building for sure, the old auditorium was a 2,400 seat auditorium that had really poor acoustics. And for a community that really values the arts, it was not a space to necessarily show off the talent that we had here.
The experience of the performer and the person coming to see, and it's more intimate and just creating this magical moment.
At the same time, we wanted to be able to create some common spaces throughout the building so that kids could gather, not only just at lunch times. So by creating a much more usable environment there, then we were able to expand the commons and create this wonderful, open, bright, inviting space that could be used for a lot of different things.
The kids are always like talking and collaborating and excited when they're within it, and it doesn't feel like a cafeteria space. It feels more like the heart where students come to collaborate and gather.
That we've tried to build this building or reconstruct this building in a way that the junior high is in its own location, the 9th grade's kind of in its own location, and then the 10 through 12 is supposed to be up on the north end where it's more open and it's a little bit more mature.
When we were designing the 10-12 wing, we wanted to make sure that since we know that their next journey is essentially going to some kind of collegiate journey, we wanted to make sure we kind of prepare them for that. So we wanted to look more like a college campus where they have these breakout spaces, where it's more open, where they can collaborate and where they can communicate with one another.
When I have a free time or if I'm doing a project, I always head out there. It's quiet out there, but it's also you're kind of away a little bit, so you can just be in your own head space.
It's not one area that is exciting to go to as a student or as a teacher or as an employee. I feel like that's kind of the entire school.
It's really just changed the kids' attitudes and really the staff's attitudes in terms of where they come to work. You want to be in a beautiful learning environment, a beautiful work environment.
It just shows that all these amazing learning spaces just really gives them a sense of pride and a sense of like ownership. By doing that too, I feel like then it sets them up for success in the future because it shows them, hey, this is for you and for nobody else, and you deserve this.